Hello, hello. Welcome to Apex Syndicates. I started a little bit early. I had it scheduled, but I was here and I'm like, well, let's just go ahead and jump on. Man, markets brutal. My God, in the world. I keep getting this back. There we go. Sorry. For some reason, I keep getting this reverberations. I have to turn off the mic. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing okay today. Man, I tell you, the markets are absolutely brutal. I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm going to go back to bed. And that's exactly what I did. I rolled over and I went back to sleep for like 2 hours. Then I got up and I looked at my phone again and I said, I'm going to go sit in the hot tub. I'm not going to look at crypto anymore. And I was like, I want to make a live stream just to see how everybody's doing, see what people are thinking. If you have any questions or any thoughts, feel free to ask me here in the chats. I'm going to go over some coins. Like I said, on days like this, buy in fear, sell in greed. Don't be one of the fools that's there panic selling. That's how I can say, don't be a fool that's panic selling. Because that's what people do. They get wrecked. They see these things crashing and they see everybody else selling, and then they want to FOMO in like, oh, it's going to go lower. I'm going to sell too. And then the pump comes and then they get left behind and they end up buying back in at 2 times the price what they sold for. And that's how you lose your portfolio. Really. I mean, it's just silly. So don't do it. Like I said, if you have money on the sideline, if you've taken profits on projects, like I keep telling people to do, like if you see opportunities to take profits, use these opportunities to take those profits and buy back in, and you can get a better position and look for good projects that you believe in. Okay. So those are just going to be a few things I got to say. So let's take a quick look at one of my favorite coins. It's Disco. Look, Disco has gotten hit hard, down 36% in the last 24 hours. The big reason being is there was some MF that sold $36,000 in a couple sells. He's completely out, so we don't have to worry about that. I mean, but he just dumped it. He dumped the chart. He was just like, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, and he G'd it out. And it's good. I mean, to be honest, it's actually really good because this is going to completely recover. I have complete faith. This is a great opportunity. So if you've been watching my videos, if you've been looking for an opportunity to get into Disco, this is it, because this coin has held up phenomenal over the last 2 like market crashes that we've had in the last couple of weeks. This thing has just been on this upward tick, upward, 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 upward. And it wasn't until this guy, who the hell knows who he was, started cheating out and sold $36,000 because he probably watched some news or talked to somebody. They're like, crypto's going to zero. I mean, yeah, whatever. So anyways, he sold out his bag and that created a little bit of panic sell. And we're holding now pretty well at this 1.4, $1.5 million market cap range. We're starting to trade sideways here. Let me just zoom in a little bit on that. There we go. So I think we're really going to hold this. I think this is going to be this 1.39. I really believe this is kind of going to be our support. We're starting to get some upward tick. So with a little luck, this is our new support, and we can rally and really run past this thing. And like I said, I still am a firm believer, once these markets stop playing with us, this is going to bounce to 5 million really quick. Okay, so my personal opinion here, not financial advice. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, but seriously, this thing's got way too much potential. The person I wanted to show you that put it on my radar here was actually Crypto Goals. Thank you very much, sir. I follow Crypto Goals. If you're not following him, you definitely should be. Great guy, just great analysis. But he actually did the research here, and they track the wallet. And so this one wallet, you can shows all the buys, shows the sells, and he's what G'd it out here. So like I said, it's a great opportunity for people to get in. It's going to make our floor that much stronger because he's out, and now we're going to get in new buyers, new community members, and it's a great opportunity for the people that want to get in on a great project like Disco. So there you go. That's my 2 cents on Disco, where we're at. But seriously, don't sleep on it. Like I said, if you are holding a bag, buy some more. Like I said, this thing's going to go nowhere but up. If you're not holding a bag, look into it. Get a bag. I think that this is one of the hottest Matt Fury narratives out there. I've been talking about it for weeks. I absolutely love this one. So I'm going to leave it there. Let me go and see if anybody has asked me any questions. No one has asked me any questions. My God, my feelings are hurt. All right, let's go over here and just take a quick look at the overall bloodbath. That, Jesus Christ, 106K Bitcoin. Down 1.3% in 24 hours, 9.3% in the last week. Ethereum, 3.8, man, 2.3% in the last 24 hours, 10% in the last week. It's all just, it's horrific. My goodness. So at the end of the day, buy in fear, sell in greed. I mean, there are opportunities left and right. The opportunities are all around us, because these all are going to come back. Seriously. I mean, in my personal opinion, we are nowhere near the top in crypto. This is not the end of the bull run, despite all of the things you read and the videos and the shorts and the TikTok videos and everything else you see, and people screaming, it's over, head for the hills, sell everything. They're full of shit. They're full of shit. That's all I'm going to say. There is just way too much time left to run in this cycle. Like I said, I really do believe that we're going to see this cycle getting pushed back into Q1 of 2026. Like I said, I really think we can see this stuff really run and perform well. I don't think we're going to see the peak of Bitcoin until, I would say, end of January, February, somewhere in that ballpark. And then I think we're going to have alt season, which will run up until February, March, April, somewhere in that ballpark. I mean, certain narratives will run harder than others. We're always going to have the big different, the big narratives, right? Which I believe this bull run is still to be AI. I think AI agents and of course meme coins. I think we're going to see a huge resurgence in meme coins. Meme coins is, this whole cycle has been very meme coin focused and meme coin oriented. And I can kind of understand why. It's because at least meme coins are honest, right? At least we have honest meme coins, because we understand it's a meme coin. We understand it has no utility. We understand that it's only as good as the belief. We get in early, buy low, sell high, have fun. And I think a lot of people really just resonate with that. And you look at a lot of these utility plays, and I'm not saying that there are not a lot of them out there. There's a lot of good utility plays out there, but there's a lot of really crap utility plays too. There's a lot of fake projects, fake utilities, fake things that hold on one second here. Hola. Sí, voy a dejar. Así es. Welcome to my wonderful world. I tell you, I have a Eco Hotel. One of my workers was dropping off a kind of like a sun chair. So, hey, I tell you, I wear many hats. Where was I? So no, what I was mentioning here is the quote unquote fake utility projects, and there's so many of them out there. There's so many of them out there. And I think people are just like getting tired of investing in fake projects with no real utility, right? And that's why I think meme coins have been doing so well this bull run. Really. I mean, it's like a meme coin super cycle. It's insane. Now, don't get me wrong. There are really good utility projects and plays out there, but you need to pick through them. You need to really do your own research and do your due diligence. Don't blindly just listen to any YouTuber or post or whatever you see, right? You have to dig in. You have to look, is this a real utility? Is this a utility that I would use? Is this something that I would, is it going to make my life better? Is it going to make my life easier, right? Ask yourself those questions. And if you answer no to those, it's probably not a good investment. Okay. So those are just some things to keep in the back of your head. Look for things like, is this the next Amazon? Is this the next Google? Is this the next Netflix? Is this the next whatever, right? Is this the next SpaceX, the next Tesla? Is this the next thing that's going to change the world in some level? Does it have that potential? And then if you say yes, then you go in and you dig in. Is it a real team? Is it really making partnerships? Is it really growing? Is it just, some scammy pump and dump thing, right? That's what you have to do if you're looking for utility plays, I think, now, because there's so many of them out there. There's so many scams that are out there in the utility kind of industry of crypto. So keep an eye on those things. That's all I'm going to say. So what I do, I'm focusing on memes because memes are hot. They're easy to understand. People love them. And there's a lot more liquidity floating around in meme coins right now than I think a lot of other sectors in crypto. So for me, that's where I'm focusing. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking my profits, take profits, take profits, like I mentioned before. So you can buy into these dips. So that way you're not one of these people running around, the world is ending. You're not freaking out. You have money on the side. So you can just say, oh, hey, thank you very much. I'm going to buy that up. I'm going to buy Disco at a $1.4 million market cap. I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy Trash Coin. I'm going to buy Shitcoin. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy these dips because I know it's going to bounce and I'm going to make 2x, 3x on my money. And guess what? I'm going to take profits again. And then I'm going to have money on the sideline so I can get into good quality utility projects. And what I mean, like I said, the good quality utility projects, there's a lot of them out there. Okay. There's a lot of them out there. And whether you just want to invest in the top 20, if you just want to get into some of the layer ones, the SUIs, the chain links, if you want to get into, Solana and some of the big, the big guys, you can do that. I mean, like I said, you can buy Bitcoin on the dips because I think having a Bitcoin on the side for your retirement is probably the smartest thing you can do. So as you get profits, just DCA into those things and sit it on the side. Forget about it. Put it on a ledger, put it on a Tangent wallet, put it somewhere that it's safe and you forget about it. It's something that's there for your kids and for your future. Okay. So we have a few people asking some questions here. We have a Basic Trader. How you doing, sir? Sir, you think about Trash Coin and Kokoro. Let me check out Kokoro. Trash Coin, I love Trash Coin. I'm a firm believer in, my friend. So Basic Trader, thank you for joining. Thank you for leaving a comment here. Kokoro, I want to look at it right now. To be honest, I haven't looked at that chart in so long. Let me just get over here. Sorry. Let me take a look. Kokoro. Let's go on the 3 month. Come here, you silly thing. Let me go on the 6 month. Come here. I want to look at the whole chart. Come here. Let me go on the year. How long have you guys been out? Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. So you ran all the way up to 20 million at launch. Been on a bit of a downward trend, but kind of holding it right around this $3 million, $2 million market cap range from, May, say June, July, August, September, October. Wow, it really trading pretty flat, I got to say, for some time when you zoom out. So, that's good. The thing, I'm just going over here to the website so I can talk while I'm kind of looking at it. The thing with dog coins is, right, there's so many of them. And what separates Kokoro from Oscar, from LC SHIB to Shiba Inu to Doge to, anything else, right? Why is this thing get off here? Why is there an advert on my thing? Okay, go away. Weird. I don't like this. Why is there some weird advertisement on the page? Reload. There we go. That was weird. Oh, they have like a Shopify type account, maybe, I think. And then that was like an advert. Okay. Anyways, it's cute. Cute page. Cute dog. Doge and Revolut. Cool. So they work with the Revolut wallet. And a pixel of a dog. Really? It's cute. They have a charity aspect. That's awesome. Like that, Oscar also has some charity stuff. I made some videos on Oscar. They were doing some great charity work. Listen, all of these have potential. Okay. All of these dog coins have potential. It all comes down to which one's really going to pump. Which one do you think is going to get the most exposure? Which one has the strongest community? I think Kokoro could do well. I really do. you know, I saw this at like a 200K. I know, what was it? I saw it on a dip like a long time ago. I think some of the people in my VIP Telegram chat over in our Patreon were talking about it, and I saw it and I missed some of those pumps. And I never really got a big bag of it. The potential is there. Like I said, it's a dog coin, but the problem for me is that there are so many dog coins and they all kind of look the same. You know, Oscar, Kokoru, Shiba Inu, Kendo Inu, all the Indus, they all, what is different about this guy than any of the other dog coins? And I don't mean, and I'm not saying that in a mean, rude way or anything like that. I think they all have great communities. I think they have great potential. And yes, they have the potential to go somewhere. And yes, they work hard. And yes, they're fast growing. They're growing communities. All of that stuff. It's good. Nothing wrong with it. What I like about, let's say, for example, like the Matt Fury coins, okay, or something along those lines, is they are very different. They're unique. There's a difference like between Pepe and Disco, or, you know, Forg, or any of these guys. They're unique personalities. They're different artwork. They don't just look the same, but they're tapping into a narrative of a similar community. So like if you're into Matt Fury coins, you like Matt Fury coins, and you're not this like, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, all like maxi, you know, you're not like a maxi on, oh, it's only Shiba Inu, it's only Kendu, it's only, you know, this, or it's only whatever, right? It's like, and there's so many maxis in the dog coins, like, you know, it's only Oscar's the only one. And if you mention any other, you're kind of like, you know, you're a traitor, right? And that's one of the things with the dog coins, they're almost kind of culty. And I don't know, that's just my thought. Whereas like in the Matt Fury narrative, like you're a Matt Fury guy, but there's a lot of Matt Fury coins, and like, oh, this one's going to do really well. This one, it's a little more community driven around the different characters, and each character is very unique and different. And all of those can thrive under the same ecosystem or the same narrative as kind of, I don't know if that makes sense. So that's one of the things I like about Matt Fury play memes more than the dog memes. Me personally, not financial advice, but that's just where my brain goes. So yeah, hopefully that answers on Kokoru. I mean, I think he's cool. I think he's very cute. Let me see. Are you still believing in Kokoru? I mean, yeah, like I said, I think he has potential. I think Kokoru has the potential. I just, which one out of the other 50 dog coins is going to pump first? All right. If I had to choose between Disco and Kokoru, I would choose Disco, me personally. Okay. That's so Basic Trader. That's my thing. I don't think holding a bag is, can Kokoru go do a 10x from here and go to 30, 40, 50 million? It's very possible. Can he go to 100 million? Very possible when the markets pick up and all of the other dog coins are flying, when, you know, they're going into the multiple billions. Can all of the other dog coins follow suit? Yes, there will be a narrative in that, and there will be opportunities to make money. Okay. So what you want to look for is, I believe Kokoru is posting regularly. I believe they have a strong team. They have a very strong community. They have a strong TG. So if you, like I said, I want to park some money here and I want to wait for that narrative to kick off, it's a good play. That would be my 2 cents on that. Okay. So let me keep on going down here. Sir, crypto payment. You want to join my Patreon, but you want to do crypto payments. I do believe we have a crypto payment link. I will try to find that. And if I can find it, I will post it on X, and I will also post it in our public Telegram group. I know we had a gateway for crypto payments at one point in time. I'll have to ask our dev to see if we can find that. I would love to have you over there in our TG. We've been making some great calls, and we would love to have your insight and have you part of the family. So that would be great. Let me see if we can find that link for the crypto payment gateway. I know we have recently just switched back over to Patreon because, yeah, it's easier for people to join for the most part. Most people want to pay with credit card for some reason. It's weird being in crypto. I kind of always thought more people would want to pay with credit card, or with crypto, but that wasn't the case. Most people want to pay with credit card for some reason. But hey, it is what it is. Scrolling on down. So everything around with Kokoru. Legit. Yeah, like I said, Kokaroo, I believe it's legit. Like I said, I mean, you know, you've I kind of went through that, you know, Basic Trader. I do think it's a legit project. It's been out for a long time. It's got a strong community. It's holding a good floor. So it's not going to, I don't believe it's going to rug, right? Like that's a great thing. So how long will it take until it pumps? Until the dog narrative kicks off and until the other 50 dog coins start to pump and everybody's FOMOing into the buying the green candles, that's when you're going to make money on that. Like I said, but me, like I said, overall, I like the Matt Fury narrative a bit more. So that's just me. Sir, thanks a lot finding these 1000x. Yeah, you know, like I said, we've had a few 1000x calls. Like I said, if in our VIP Telegram chat, you know, we've called, like I said, we called Trash Coin at 120K market cap, went to 15. That was 120x. We called last year, we called Kendo Inu at a 150K market cap, and that ran up to over 200 and almost 50 million market cap. So that was over 1000x. Several people in our Patreon VIP made millions of dollars. There was a few people that made over $1 million. So that was an absolutely insane call. So yeah, we do look for those, and we do look for those opportunities, and we're always looking for that. You know, we try to do 2 really good buy alerts a month. There's a lot of people in there. We are always and constantly talking about opportunities. You know, all of us, when people are posting different things, different moderators, different members. So they're constantly posting stuff. I look at some of them I buy. I try not to put out too many buy alerts. I used to put out a lot more buy alerts, and I've really tried to hone in on that to really focus on like 2 or 3 good buy alerts a month to where I know they're going to pump, but I think they're just too good not to. And of course we do post some buy alerts in between, but they're not like fast moving ones. Like, hey, you know, I posted one the other day for DNA, Mudo Hub. You know, I think that's a great play. And that's not a fast mover. You know, I post buy alerts for, you know, Quantum Platform, QuantX. I think that's a great utility play, but it's not a fast mover, right? So I do post those types of buy alerts, but those are just more like, hey, DCAN, if you've got some profits, this is a good opportunity, that type of stuff. Trash Coin, everybody. 2.1, holding up like a champ. It's down 10%. Like I said, with the way crypto is going right now, 106K Bitcoin, I mean, that's actually not so bad. But like I said, it's really holding like a champ. It's just been running for the last 3 months, basically August, September, October. And yeah, we're now almost in here to November. You know, we're going to be soon. What are we, the 15th or 16th? So basically almost 3 months of sideways action with a few little pumps in between. So a lot of consolidating, getting the Jeets out, accumulating. And it's just a matter of time before this goes and surpasses all-time high, right? That's what's going to happen. You know, it's going to, I see this going up to this, you know, flying past this $15 million market cap. You know, I think we could see this going into the 30 million, $40 million market caps this bull run. That's my thoughts on Trash. So that's just where my brain goes, but I like Trash. I think Trash has huge potential. And so I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about Trash? But for me, I think it's a great one. I think it's a great opportunity. Why? Because it's simple, right? It is simple. Like I said, I'll go to their website. Like, here's the thing. Like, real meme coins are simple. Trash Coin, right? Single page website. Boom. Shitcoin, pretty much single page website, right? Fart Coin, pretty much single page website. Stupid Coin, you know, like all of these things are just dumb, simple, stupid things. And I got to say, there's a lot to be said for that in crypto. The reason there's a lot to be said for that is that crypto is international, right? It's not like you're just dealing with Americans or, you know, people from Europe or people from whatever country. There's a lot of different languages. So some things don't translate the right way. Some people don't understand. If you make a meme coin too complicated, it's kind of like, what is it? I don't understand it. I don't get it. That's not funny. Like, and so simple things that people can understand. Trash. Everybody knows what trash is. I don't care, you know, what world, what country you come from. You understand a picture of a trash can, like that's trash. We all buy trash coins. We all buy shit coins. You know, it's a picture of a piece of poop. We all get it. You know, like we're all 12-year-old boys and laughing and joking and like poop. So it's simple, stupid. and we all get it from any country, anywhere around the world, any language. It kind of alleviates the language barrier and the needing to understand what the project is. And I personally believe that's why you see a lot of these simple meme coins go parabolic, because of the simplistic understanding of what they are. So just food for thought. That's where my brain goes. And that's kind of some of the things I think about when I'm looking for projects. Raj, hey, what about shitcoin? Well, yeah, let's take a quick look at the shitcoin. There you go. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining. Please leave some likes. Please, guys, it really helps out. Please leave likes and comments on YouTube. If you guys are watching on X, if you don't mind, maybe even migrating over to YouTube. If you're watching on X, please reshare, repost, retweet, leave comments. All of that stuff really, really helps the channel. So if you can support us, like I said, it doesn't cost you anything. It's like pushing a button, and it really helps the algorithm so much. So we do appreciate that. So yeah, let's go back over here to shitcoin. Hey, there we go. There we are. Hey, shitcoin holding up pretty well, down 9%. You know, I gotta say that's way better than I thought it was going to hold up with this big market dip. When was this? So yeah, this morning it had a nasty, massive sell. Some Jeep just, I'm done with crypto. And you got people buying back up. So it's been buying, they've been buying up that dip. That's great. Because look, we want to get rid of the weak hands. We want to get rid of the people that are trading emotionally, that can't handle the dips. We want to get rid of those people, to be honest with you. So bye-bye, c'est la vie. And the people that are buying are the true believers. The people that are buying, like I said, hopefully new holders are coming in. Like I said, this has got 3,600 holders. This is amazing right here. This is really growing fast. So this is a fantastic thing here, because the more holder count you have with organic growth, it's a matter of time before it goes parabolic. That's all. So this just needs to consolidate more. This needs to trade a bit more sideways. And I think shitcoin has huge potential, parabolic potential for this bull run. So that's my thoughts on shitcoin. I love it. I want to go back. Why does this tell you, man? Keyboard. So I wanted to go back over here to Disco, and I wanted to look at look at this, 1,600 holders. So this is great. Like I said, growing every day. It seems like it's growing more and more and more. You know, I think if it keeps going at this rate, you know, by next week we'll be at 2,000 holders, and that's what it takes. Like that's what it really takes to grow these communities. And like I said, this is holding like a champ, right around this 1.4 million market cap. We had that guy G'd out this morning, $36,000, and it's gotten eaten up, and now it's kind of consolidating and trading sideways here, holding really well around this $1.4 million market cap. And seriously, there's no reason that this is going to bounce. This is going to 5 million, 6 million, 10 million. Disco is going to do really, really well. So that's all I'm going to say. Buy the dip, buy in fear, sell in greed. Do not panic sell. Okay, people, do not panic sell. Stop watching the news, mainstream media, turn it off. Okay, stop it. That's all I'm going to say. Don't fall into the fear, people. Don't fall into the fear. Shitcoin, Twitter buzzing all the time. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. They're making like 30 posts a day. I mean, shitcoin is phenomenal. Like I said, it's a strong community. Like it's one of the strongest communities I've seen as far as posting. Like it's just relentless. Bam, 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 bam. It is so strong. So a lot of opportunity there. So definitely be DCAing into these projects. That's a mouthful. You know, on these dips, like I said. So try to get that money on the side. Try to take profits when we start pumps, and you know, and like when I might say take profits, like you know, if you put $1,000 in, DCA out. You know, $200 sell, $500 sell, $200 sell. Get out your initial. If you put in 1,000, try to get out 1,500. Get out 2,000. Keep a big ass moon bag. And then you can take that money to either buy in dips, or you can, you know, get into new projects or new buy alerts, things like that. So that's the stuff I talk about. That's how I personally feel. That's what I try to do. I know it's easier said than done because, we all get that emotional. It's going to keep going up forever, but there are always dips. There's things that are outside of our control that, just like today, like these market crashes, it's completely out of our control. It's nothing that we can do. All we can do is, how do we react to these situations, right? Do we get emotional about it? Do we go ape shit? Do we sell everything? Do we get angry? Do we get frustrated? Or do we just say, hey, this is the market. This is where we're at. What can we do? That's what you have to do. You have to just go with the flow. And so like today, I was like, I'm not going to let this bother me. I woke up, had a nice morning. I did a little meditation, got in my hot tub, did my ice bath, played with my kids, drew some pictures. I was here just before I hopped on, drawing some pictures with my boys, having some fun. And that's it, So if you have a family, focus on family. If you don't have a family, focus on yourself. Focus on self-love. Go for a walk, get outside, get some fresh air, look for opportunities. Do something that break the routine of your life. Okay. It's going to make you feel a lot better, right? Go eat at a restaurant you've never eaten at. Go for a walk in some place you've never taken a walk. Well, not a dark alley in nighttime in the middle of the dark or something like that. I don't want you guys to get, raped or mugged, but go someplace new, exciting, and adventurous. Go, like I said, go to a park, go somewhere nice. Go out, you said, if you can, get away for a weekend. Do different things. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Like try to break your routines, get out of your rut. Like I said, do a little workout. Like I said, do some push-ups. Like I said, I all the time sit here. I can just hop on the floor. I do push-ups. I got my kettlebells. Sometimes I'll just sit here in between, making a video, and I'll do 20, 30 reps. It makes you feel good. So take care of yourself. That's the best I can tell you guys to do. Don't focus on the things that outside of you. Don't focus on these crashes. We know that this is a shakeout. We know that this isn't the top of the market. We know that it's going to come back. So don't allow it to affect you emotionally. Like, yes, oh my God, my portfolio is down 40% in the last week. And oh my God, we know it's going to come back. All right. I mean, we know most of this stuff is all going to come back. So just go with the flow, focus on yourself, and try to enjoy life. That's the best advice I can give you. And that's what I've been trying to do today, because looking at the charts, it's like, depressing. So I went in, some of the money on the side, I bought, done. Okay. So I play with my kids, going to do a live stream, going to try to make everybody feel a little bit better. And that's it. Now from after this, I'm going to go eat some lunch. I'm going to go swim with my kids in the river. I'm going to have a nice day. That's it. So everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little update video on the markets, how I'm handling it, what I'm doing. And I'm just going to say this again, buy Disco. I'm telling you, it is the best buying opportunity you're going to see in Disco right now. So I'll leave it there. Everybody, have a great day. Don't forget to smile. Make sure you like, subscribe, give us some thumbs up. It really helps us. Please follow us on X. Go join my free Telegram chat. Check out my Patreon. It's amazing. Great place. We'd love to have you over there. So everybody, have a great day. Don't forget to smile. Get outside, and maybe we'll just see you on the moon, especially if you pick up some Disco. All right. Talk to y'all soon, everybody. Take care.